Hey there, this is Stephen at Studio Chimera, and I just want to say quickly, thank you so much for clicking on this episode. We're taking a bit of a break from our main feed right now, and we are trying some stuff out. So if you like this kind of content, please consider subscribing and liking this video. We are working really hard to get some stuff out for you, and we're working really hard to get the next season of Studio Chimera ready, so stay tuned and don't touch that dial. This is one of our one-shots coming straight at you.
Hello, everybody. This is Studio Chimera's The Misfortunate Suspects, but today we are taking a little break from our regularly scheduled program. Today we'll be playing Broken Compass. We are not sponsored by Two Little Mice, but we are just doing it because we find that it's fun. And I'm going to leave Jacob to take it away and start the show.
My name is Jakob, and I'm going to be your fortune master for today for a one-shot that I wrote to be played under the Broken Compass system. We're going to be playing The Feast of Acrinost. Now, this game is going to be set in the year 1989. We're going to be in the deserts of Iraq. Now, we're going to be on an archaeological dig site, so make sure that you got your Indiana Jones fedora ready, your bullwhip, and your pistol, because we are going to be out in the desert and going to be shooting some shit up and probably just destroying ancient monuments. So, really disgrace to archaeology.
I'm about it.
Anybody want to? We can start this way. Say your name and what character you're going to be playing.
My name is Caleb Davis, and I'm going to be playing Soren Stormchaser. He is a treasure hunter playboy he's Scottish, from Scotland, and he's currently working at the Iraq National Library, searching for different things to pillage in a foreign country. I have a few words that I like to live by, and my particular ones are: I make time for gold and for lasses. Read.
Your turn.
My name's Natalie, and my character is Avery Moore. She's a timid grad student that is basically afraid of everything that isn't in a book. She's Caucasian, just from America, and studied abroad, mostly Europe, but all over, just trying to seek knowledge. Her words to live by is knowledge is power.
Knowledge is power. Beautiful.
Evocative.
No, she's going to die first.
I'm Melissa, and I will be playing a character named Nora Clue. She is your typical sorority girl. She's going to be a tourist. This is her senior trip that she's doing. She's an American, and she's currently unemployed.
Aren't we all? We're not.
Yeah.
I'm employed.
We make a lot of money, actually.
Yeah.
We're
And
very well off.
her words to live by are live, laugh, and love. She's here for a good time.
Please tell. I want you to put a concerted effort to being like
As white as possible.
like
Valley
genuinely
I
like
will.
American girl, like
I will.
I'm going to Iraq to get turned. Like it's gonna go well for you.
All right.
Hi, my name is Aurora, and I'm playing the one thing that no adventure movie is without, and that's the sassy random kid that follows everyone along. I'm playing Bruno. He's your typical kid raised in Philadelphia here on a summer trip with his uncle, because his dad thought he was lacking character. And if you know Bruno, he tells everyone he can see that they can't handle the Bruno style.
This is going to be great.
It's just so Goonies. I'm Stephen Owen. I am playing Dr. Hercules Solomon, war hero, anthropologist, college professor, and medic. My words live by: the metal makes the man.
Great. He is going to be leading and mansplaining on the entire adventure. I can't wait. All right. So that's pretty much it. We will be playing with the Broken Compass adventure system. So, like I said before, your backstory comes up as we play. So don't put too much thought into who your character actually is. We're going to discover that as we go.
Brain empty.
Yep. So we can see the opening credits. It starts as a black screen, and we can see the different producers and the different actors who are going to be playing our characters. And the scene opens with a bright sun, just flashbang, just. We see an aerial shot of a desert. It's a wasteland. Looking down on this scene, we can see a smattering of tents and canvases that are being stretched across these makeshift shelters. It's arranged in an archaeological dig site, concentric around a central point. It looks like some type of... That's great. We're gonna have to cut that out. Why are you doing your hair right now?
Because it's in my face.
How can you get knowledge when you can't see the knowledge?
That is Avery. We can see
with your hair and
we can see the tents are arranged in a concentric circle around a central point where there is some type of monument being excavated around. As we pan down, we can see a line of, it looks like dust being kicked up from vehicles that are traveling at a leisurely pace towards the camp. We get in a little bit closer and we see there's 2 jeeps, and our characters are in the passenger seats. And they're in the back. They're strapped. It's an open top jeep, so everybody's just like coughing on dust and moving towards this. It's sweltering. It's in the middle of the day. The sun's beaming overhead. Across the horizon on the northern half of your field of vision, you can see 2 gargantuan mountains. These are the twin mountains of Burj and Madba. They are overlooking the desert landscape. Between the 2 mountains is a very narrow and deep valley, through which you can see just a sliver of the sky behind it. Through the valley, you can see, just barely through the haze and the dust, the tops of the tallest towers of the ancient city of Bain Jabira. We get in a little bit closer to the jeeps, and the driver of one of them looks back towards you guys, and he's got a turban over his head, and he's got a mask on his face, and he's, "All right, guys, we're getting closer to the camp. Get ready." And who all is in the jeep?
Hercules is you can see that he kind of caught off guard for a second because he was taking the sides of the towers and the mountains and everything, and at the same time sneaking a swig from his flask, which is now full of sand and dust, so he's just pouring it out, sadly. Then he goes, "Oh, quite, yes, quite. Boys and girls, are we ready to go?"
I think right now I'm somewhere in the midst of all this, just coughing. I'm going. If I knew it's gonna be so fucking dusty, I'd stay in the fucking library.
Yes, quite so.
Stop coughing on me, and you're coughing all over my comic book.
I'm covering my fucking mouth, and you're just sitting over there. You know what? I can already tell we're gonna have a fucking problem.
I don't have a cow. Can't read in the splash zone. Go sit somewhere else.
I haven't seen a cow
Maybe
since
in the retirement
86.
home.
I've been in fucking Iraq since 86. I haven't seen a cow in ages. I've seen camels.
There's a cow over there.
That's fucking bullshit. You can't see through the dust.
Hey, we're here. Get out. The jeeps are parked. They've been parked for a solid minute and a half by now. You guys are parked in the middle of this. Archaeological dig site. I mean, there's tents all around. There's workers bustling to and fro. You see donkeys, camels hauling large amounts of equipment on their backs. They're pulling wagons full of debris, rocks, dust that have been mined up from around this monument that you guys are excavating. And from out of one of the most luxurious tents, you see a man who is dressed way too fashionably for the desert. And he comes out and he's got his 3-piece suit on. He's got the little gold chain from the pocket watch. And he comes out and he is Nico. He is the funder. He's the sponsor of the dig site. And he says, my friends, welcome. I hope the trip wasn't too hard on you. I know the sun is sweltering out there. You guys look a little worse for wear, actually.
I don't see a bead of sweat on your fucking forehead, huh?
Well, I do have one of the best tents out here.
You're standing up in the middle of the sun. You're not in the tent right now. How the fuck?
Welcome to the dig site.
Oh, whatever.
Nice to meet you, Mr. Nico, the Hercules Solomon.
He grabs your hand and he just, Nico's hand feels like it's about to break underneath Dr. Solomon's grip. Bruno, he looks over at Bruno and he says, my boy, Bruno, come here. Give your uncle a hug.
Hey, no, I don't do hugs anymore, Uncle.
You little shit.
Look, I've seen all the movies. Where are the hot babes? I got new styles and phrases I want to try out on them.
You've been on this dig site with me for the last 3 months. You know as well as I do there are no babes out here.
You got
There's
my
only
fucking
donkeys.
hopes up.
You see this chick in the car?
And who's he pointing at?
Are you in the car with
Oh,
us?
I am. I've been trying.
No, she fell out a mile back.
I feel flattered. I've been trying to put on lip gloss for the past 30 minutes, but the sand keeps getting stuck to my face, and I keep trying to spit like sand, but it's always stuck to my face.
She probably has the most luggage out of anybody. So the drivers are going to start taking out the luggage from the cars. And Nora probably has just like a mountain of suitcases. And Nico's going to be like, all right, get these luggages into the tents. Now, you guys, go ahead, take a second, catch your breath. Follow the workers to the tents that you guys are going to be staying at. And then give it about 10 minutes. Come back and meet me here. We're going to take a tour of the dig site.
Yes, sir. Hercules is going to kind of take Mr. Nico to the side. He's like, Mr. Nico, I have to ask, is there any libations of the alcoholic variety around?
Man of culture, I see. No, just between you and me, and he winks at you. And he says, I always keep a flask. And he pulls out one from his boot.
I usually do. It's just mine just so happened to be filled with sand by the time that we got here.
He hands his over to you.
I appreciate you, good sir. He's going to take it. He's going to go. He's going to take a quick swig and give it back. It's like, thank you, sir.
And Nico was just going to be like appalled by what just happened because this is the finest Italian wine that you could possibly imagine. This is like upper class shit, and you just downed it like it was nothing. Didn't even taste it.
Hercules is going to start walking, following the workers. He's not going to pay any mind. He might be old and like rigid and seem proper. It's like what's his name from Jurassic Park?
The doctor?
The doctor. Whatever the fuck his name is. It's gonna be like him. It's very much like, okay, cool.
Which doctor?
Dr. Jeff Goldblum.
No, that was the old fuck. What was his name?
Oh, young musketeer.
John Hammond.
Nico's going to go back into his tent for a little bit, and the workers are going to be showing you guys hauling all these suitcases for you to your tents. And your tents are very meager. They're like a canvas top, like you would see on an old school camping site. Like it's green canvas tent draped over. There's barely any room for your trunks and a cot that has no sheets on it. Hopefully you guys brought sheets for yourselves. There's a little bit of a wash basin in the corner and a polished piece of glass that you can see a little bit of your reflection in. But that's about it as it comes to the amenities here in this camp. The women are going to have their own tents, and the guys are going to have a larger share tent.
All right, Mr. Soren. Looks like me and you will be bucking together.
It seems you wouldn't want to share any alcohol, would you?
Well, my flask seems to be full of sand, and the flask that I got from Mr. Nico, I gave back to him. You wouldn't have liked it. It was cheap stuff.
You didn't taste it. You didn't. You just sweet. Was it not wine?
I couldn't even tell, really, honestly. I tasted the burn, and it was good.
Well, you know what? Fuck it. I don't care anymore. Hey, Bruno. I heard you say you had some pickup lines earlier. Okay, well, I want to hear some of them. What?
Are you ready? I don't think you're ready for this.
Oh, I'm ready. I'm ready.
All right. Did you scream for me falling from heaven? Because you're an angel. And he takes his little, like, pocket knife hair comb that flicks open and just slips back his hair.
Doctor, does this work in Philadelphia? Is this
Oh, yeah. I have, like, 3 girlfriends back home. Don't listen to him.
Do you?
Well, seeing as I just got back from Harvard,
Oh, you don't know nothing about women then.
he sticks a cigar in his mouth, lights his like. Don't act like you know a thing about me.
Oh, you know what? You actually smoked that cigar quite nicely and elegantly. I'm inclined to believe you now. So I was just shooting the shit. I wasn't being serious with you. I promise.
I don't really trust a man whose last woman was in the Renaissance era. Advice when it comes to women.
Oh, buddy, I could have been your daddy.
I'm gonna love my stay here. It's gonna be great.
Over in the ladies' tent, while this is all happening, and these guys are shooting the shit. This kid is like, how old is Bruno, by the way?
He's 13 years old.
He does not need to be in this fucking tent. Over in the ladies' tent, what's going on over there?
I'd like to talk to Nora.
Okay.
So, like, I guess I just approach and, hey, you look like a very cleanly girl, huh? Do you have any hand sanitizer, maybe?
I'm sure I do somewhere. We need to go through all the suitcases. I did want to speak to you and let you know that I'm calling this on the hot one from the boys' tent.
Go right ahead.
How old are you?
God.
I'm 25.
Okay.
How old are you?
I'm 22.
Well, could we start looking for that hand sanitizer? Because I feel like the air here is dirty.
Yes. Well, this is awkward.
As you guys are sitting in awkward silence, you hear the sound of, it's kind of like knocking, but because it's on a canvas tent, it just kind of sounds like knocking against a wood frame. And there's another worker. He's the same guy who brought the suitcases for you guys. And he says, Mr. Nico's ready for you guys. Come on, we're going to take a tour of the camp. And he's waiting for you guys. He's holding the tent flap open. He's waiting for you guys to come. The same thing happened at the fellas' tents. Some guy came, brought you, and he's going to bring you over to the place where you first pulled in with the Jeeps. The Jeeps are now gone. The drivers went ahead and drove the Jeeps back, so you can see a line of dust going back out into the desert towards the east.
Wait, I forgot my humidor in there.
You're going to have to do without those, my friend, I'm telling you.
It's fucking
The desert.
in the desert.
It was a box of my humidor in it.
The desert will be more than kind to you, I promise. All right, now, allow me to show you the pride and joy, my newest expedition for the good trinkets out here in the desert. I've heard they have some great stuff. You guys might be interested in it. Come and see. And he takes you around the stables. They have a bunch of nasty oxen and donkeys, and they're like shitting all in a pile and drinking out of troughs. Horses over there. They have a couple stable boys who are tending to it. And around the tents, they have the workers' tents over there, off in the distance. There's a mess tent where you guys can go grab a bite to eat. There's also a tent that's more robust than the rest of them. This is an actual wooden shelter. This is not just a tent. It's got siding, and it's got an actual door with a padlock on it. There's a man standing out front in white. His face is covered, and he has very stern-looking eyes. From a belt around his waist hangs a 6-shooter revolver. That is Salvatore over there. He's my personal bodyguard, and he is the head of the security force that I have here at the excavation site. He's not very talkative, but he is a good man, I promise you. Now come along.
What would you need security for?
Well, he gets in a little bit closer, and he's kind of looking around. we're not exactly fucking cat.
We've got worms.
If you read through the job description, which I hope that you did,
No, of course I did.
I've got one sheet of paper.
judging by those glasses, you do look like you read a lot. But the job description requires that we keep the utmost secrecy about what's going on here at this camp. They have, we'll say, rival dig sites looking for something similar to us. Let that be
So we're
said.
supposed to get there first.
Well, we're here. We just need to find it before they do.
And you hired the 2 best doctors in the field to do this. Those damn commie bastards won't lay a hand on the shit that we are going to find here.
That's what I like to hear, my boy. Claps you on the shoulder. You guys are about the same age. Nico might be a little bit younger than you, but in terms of wisdom and experience, you have this man beat by a long shot. But charisma-wise, I mean, this man he's rich.
Oh, yeah.
And to be sponsoring something like this, you heard earlier that Nico is a collector of Middle Eastern artifacts and trinkets and just, I mean, amazing works of art. He has his own private collections, and he also helps to fund museums and expeditions for young and upcoming scientists. So that was part of the reason why you guys showed up here. But what was really most intriguing about this expedition is that the job openings came months after the expedition had already been underway. So whatever happened to the original people who were on the expedition? Unknown. Maybe you'll have to talk to Nico about that later. As he's leading you guys through the camp, you come around the corner of the mess tent and you see, I mean, the best way to describe it is just like coming out from the ground, easily 25 feet above the desert floor, is a gargantuan monolith. Stone, it's a tan stone structure sticking up, and underneath the level of the desert, you can see that it actually goes down where the workers are excavating another 25 feet. I mean, this thing is 50 feet tall, and it's covered in these strange inscriptions. It looks like alphabetic characters, but it's not Arabic of the region. Nico explains to you guys that it's actually an older dialect known as Acrinost. It's a dialect that was spoken in the region a long, long time ago, and that this structure must have dated somewhere to around that time. Isn't it marvelous?
My, that looks almost like old Sumerian. There's a subscript of it.
It is. It's another dialect, similar to Sumerian, but a little bit later. But this region is almost exclusively the home and birthplace of this dialect, Acrinost.
I see.
Have you been able to translate anything from it yet?
Well, that's the issue.
Oh,
I'm not much of a linguist myself. I just kind of like the shiny trinkets, you know?
neither am I was just curious.
Well, I was hoping you guys could come in. And he pulls out a journal, and he says, "This was from my previous expert. She was an absolute genius. Her name was Nina. And she's no longer with us, unfortunately. But
Thoughts and prayers.
losing
Takes a long drag on the cigar for a second.
And you got like a cigarette. I know you probably wouldn't want to part with a cigar, but I'll take a cigarette or something.
He pulls out a pack of cigarettes. It's
Oh,
just
I'm
like
gonna-
Bruno has also pulled out some candy cigarettes.
I'm gonna need one of these in a little bit.
Am I supposed to pass this around?
Nope, that is for you. Knowing that you two have the skills that it needs to translate something like this, especially Avery over there, she has extensive knowledge in languages, especially in Middle Eastern languages. She recognizes this dialect immediately. She doesn't speak it fluently because this is a dead language, a long dead language, and there are no actual oral representations of how this language should sound, but she knows the script. And she has the knowledge, as well as Dr. Solomon over here, to start translating. So while these guys are going through their translating and their nerd stuff, would you guys like to go check out anything around the camp, around the excavation site?
It's this thing.
Yes.
Bruno will go
Start
to
translating.
Nora and just be like, "Hey, why don't we leave the eggheads to their business, and why don't me and you go see what they got to eat?"
Ugh, as if.
This kid is
And
13, by the way.
Yeah.
They're very freshly out of puberty, I should add.
He's out of puberty, or he's like,
Oh, then you gotta play him like if he'd be like, "Hey, Toots."
I walk away. I remove myself from that situation. And I start looking around for little things I might be able to bring back to my sorority sisters. I did say that I was gonna bring little presents.
A grain of sand.
as you're looking
In a
around,
little jar, it says.
as you're looking around on this dig site, you see there's a lot of loose rocks and debris that has been taken up from this pit around the monolith. And this pit is massive. I mean, it goes down 25 feet, but there's storied levels.
Okay.
It's almost like a strip mine.
Is there any loose pieces?
Yeah, they have a couple loose pieces of rock and sand that are about.
Okay.
There's nothing really of note. It's just like it's rock that would be relative to the Iraqi like place that you guys are at. It's relative to the region.
Okay, I grab it anyway, just in case. If I find something better, I'll replace it.
Okay. Great.
But I do have like 45 sisters, so
Find something better. Brother, oh, that's perfect. This is gonna be fun.
Nico is gonna walk over to Bruno as Nora is like rooting around for rocks and shit, and Nico's gonna walk over and he's gonna be like, "How many times have I told you, Bruno? You stop messing with these women. They're older than you. You need to be after people your age."
You can't control me, old man.
Yes, I can. I'm your uncle, and I've been charged with keeping you safe and secure in these few months.
Your brother couldn't do it, and neither can you.
You don't talk about my brother.
I think I am probably looking up at this structure, and somewhere off in the distance you can hear me go, "Does this place have multiple entrances? Or what? Is there just one? Where can we go into here? I'm assuming you're sending us in, correct?"
This is a monolith.
So
It's a solid stone pillar. There are no entrances to speak of. It's 25 feet tall.
I'm an explorer. What the
Are
fuck
you
am I standing
naturally
here for?
Are you naturally this pale? Good God, man.
I'm gonna burn a little bit. And you know what? Where I'm from, all the ladies are white too, but they don't like a burnt man. I don't like the. I'm fuck. You got any sunscreen?
Yeah, and we do have some extra hats since I could show you to the
Oh,
supply
I love a hat too.
Nico is gonna snap, and the masked man from earlier, Salvatore, walks up, and he's already standing behind you. You don't hear him walk up, and he just
Fuck!
and he's gonna huff, and he grunts and he points back towards the supply tent that he was guarding earlier, and he motions for you to follow.
Okay.
And Salvatore starts walking, and his pistol is still swinging from his belt.
All right. Yeah, fucking whatever.
Salvatore, how tall is Soren Stormchaser, by the way?
I feel like Soren is probably in that like. He's at that like 5'9" to 5'10" kind of like.
Salvatore is about 6'4".
So I do have to look up at.
And he is massive. He's just a brick shit house of a man. He's huge.
Do you really need the gun? Is it? I don't think it's necessary for you, brother.
Salvatore's still walking, and he turns around, and through the mask, you can see his eyes kind of turn up into a little bit of a smile. He gives you a smirk, and then he keeps walking towards the supply tent. You guys get there, and he opens up the door with some keys that are under his belt. And inside the supply tent, you're going to see it's kind of dark, but when your eyes adjust, there's going to be a lot of pickaxes, shovels, baskets for hauling out waste, and for hauling out the rocks from the pit. And then over in the far corner, they have canteens, they have hats, gloves, goggles, mask. There's an AK-47 leaning up against the wall. And along the wall is another chest that has 3 more revolvers with multiple rounds of ammunition. Salvatore opens up his hands like this and a gesture towards the clothing.
Okay. Towards the clothing. Well, I guess I'll take a hat for sure. What's with the fucking revolvers over there? Look, I'm a little nervous, not because of you, but because I don't know what we're up against out here. Is there any universe where you'd let me have a revolver? At the very least.
If Nico says so.
I'll ask Nico then. But the hat's good, right? I'll take a hat then.
Am I close to them?
Did you follow?
Can I follow?
Yeah, how does Nora approach this situation? How does she...
Well, I am interested in some clothing too. If there's anything pink.
Salvatore,
I want something more culturally appropriate. I want to immerse myself into the situation.
Salvatore turns around, and I mean, he's double your height. How tall is Nora? She's a little sorority girl.
5 foot.
Salvatore's 6'4". So I mean, he's a foot and 4 inches taller than you. So he looks down and he snorts as soon as you say that pink, and he's just clothes.
Okay, rude. Oh, whatever. I'll still look.
You're looking through, and
trying
what
to-
exactly are you looking for? Hats or?
Is there a cape?
Yeah, they have a cloak.
Okay. Is
they
it
act-
sparkly?
They don't have any sparkles on it. It's
Okay.
just a black. It's actually I forget the actual word for it. I think it's a. We could pause. I actually want to find the word for it. Hold on. It's like those coverings that women wear in the Middle East. You're not gonna like this.
I can't remember what
A
they're called. either.
burqa?
That
It's a burqa.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. All right, back into it. You're looking through the wardrobe and you see there's a black burqa. It's complete with like the head covering and everything. And he says, "Women wear this."
I'll take it.
It fits. The burqa fits. It's a little bit hot if you were to wear it, but I would say that it's not necessary right now in order to wear it. But later on, it may be useful. So just keep it with you.
Okay, yeah, I'm just keeping it.
There's also on the chest, they have goggles. They have bandanas that you can wear around your head or around your nose for the dust that may kick up.
Okay.
There's also hats, like wide brim hats, sunglasses.
Can I take the scarf or the bandana instead?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can do that.
Yeah.
They have, it's like the stereotypical red bandana
Yeah.
with like the
Yeah, I'll take that
cowboy
instead.
pattern on it. Okay.
Yeah.
I think I'm also grabbing a bandana. Since we've only talked about clothes though, I'm also gonna be like, can we use these canteens too? It's fucking hot out here.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm taking a fucking canteen for sure. I'm already thirsty.
If you're thirsty, try some of this. And he pulls out a swig, like a whole bottle of vodka. Just
Oh,
big old
now you're
bottle.
fucking talking. I like this. Don't tell the old man. He's gonna drink it all.
You get the idea that Salvatore's been keeping this bottle hidden for a while.
Hell yes. All right.
What is Bruno doing at this time?
Bruno would like to see that the moment Nico is distracted, he immediately goes to sneak off and tries to raid the kitchen. A little, like, luncheon, whatever they
Okay.
have, where they make food for all the workers. To save on time, he wants to just steal something, like any sort of dessert that they
Okay.
may have.
So you go over to the mess tent, and it's not busy right now. There's no workers in there because everybody's working. Lunch already happened a couple hours ago, so the workers are cleaning up and preparing for the dinner. So you walk in there, and they have a couple. I would say they have a couple lemon cakes, and they also have a plate with Turkish delights on it.
He steals, like, 3 of each and, like, stuffs them in his pocket.
One of the ladies, she's also she's not in a burqa, but she is covered up, and she's got like the apron on and everything. And she turns around and she, "God damn it, Bruno! You know your uncle doesn't want you in here."
He stuffs a handful in his mouth and immediately runs out.
She
in,
throws
like,
a potato
squirrel.
after him.
He'll take the potato, too. That's a surprise tool for later.
Damn kids.
He's now going to go and try to like sneakily hide in a place where he can watch his uncle's tent and wait for him to walk in.
Okay. You're waiting out in the supply tent, or you're waiting behind the supply tent, and you're looking over at Nico's lavish tent. It has windows, like actual locking windows, and his horse can be seen. Nico's horse is a white stallion, pure white. And the saddle is luxurious in nature. I mean, everything that Nico has, like he would be the type of guy to lay out a red carpet from his tent to the stable, so that way he didn't have to touch the sand. You're watching, and Nico is busy with directing traffic around the dig site. He is directing workers and dig teams around. He is not even concerned with his tent right now.
I want to draw a dick on the horse. In mud.
Oh my god.
I want to first draw the very, as realistic as Bruno can get it, dick on the side of this white horse.
Go ahead.
And everywhere else on the horse just covered in mud.
Go ahead and make the first roll of the game. I want you to go. I want you to go ahead. Roll for mud penis. I don't even know what the fuck to roll for this. Go ahead. No, I'm gonna have you go. Roll me a. What are you using to draw? You said mud.
Yeah.
Okay.
He will get his hands dirty and you shit if he has to.
Roll scout for me.
Where's Scout under?
Scout is under wild.
Okay, that's 2. Can I use a luck point for this as well?
If you want to use your only luck coin for a penis drawing,
I thought I had more. Oh, okay.
you have a luck coin.
Okay, never mind then. I didn't get a pair. I got a 3 and a 1.
You got a 3 and a 1?
Yeah.
How many, you should have at least 3 dice be rolling for this.
No, I only have 2.
You don't have any skills in scout?
I have 2 dots.
You have 2 dots in scout? Okay, so you should be rolling 4 dice.
Oh, okay. Oh, so it's the 2 there and then you add the 2.
It's
okay.
field plus skill.
All right. I still didn't get any.
Okay, you try to draw a penis, but considering that Bruno is still a child, he's 13, he has 3 testicles, and also the penis is like really stubby.
Do you lose a testicle at 14 or something?
He doesn't exactly know what it's supposed to look like. And there,
Look down forever.
it's like it's the most like unimpressive penis you've ever seen in your life.
The important thing is, can you tell it's penis?
Barely. It looks more like a rocket ship, or maybe just an elephant with a really long nose or something. I mean, it's on a horse. You had plenty of reference for it. I don't know how you got this wrong.
I'd like to spend the rest of my time covering the rest of the horse in as much mud as I can.
As you're working on this, you're gonna see a group of 3 people come up behind you. It's gonna be Salvatore, Soren, and Nora. And Salvatore is going to. You're gonna feel a sting across your back. Pow! And Salvatore has hit you with his belt across the back. Stupid child.
You hit like my grandma's cat.
He goes to hit you again.
As soon as Hercules hears this, he drops his book that he's been writing in, runs over and like grabs the belt from hitting Bruno. And he says, back in my day, when it came to disciplining children, it was when they actually did something wrong. And he's going to try old man strength, like dad strength, it out of his hand and throw to the side.
Salvatore gives you that dirty look.
I remember the likes of you back from the Cold War. Watch yourself.
How many? It is the Cold War. How many wars has this guy been in?
I think Soren's a little drunk, so he's just over here going like, kids, I look like it's stung! Are you alright?
How's the translations going, guys?
I think we
well,
haven't really
That
paired
looked
them
like
up.
hurt pretty goddamn bad.
Do you have any phrases that are being done?
It's just fine. I'm fine. And he's just like,
Like he turns away and you can very clearly him go.
I see you turn away and I literally just like.
I keep looking over Dr. Hercules' shoulder, trying to concentrate and absorb as much knowledge as possible from his scribbles. But I really can't tell what anything says.
What you're reading from Dr. Hercules' scribbles that are now around is all the runes compared with the notes that were given. And the first thing that he has written out is locust slumbers.
What does that mean?
Yeah. And mine says to feast again, maw hungers.
It says maw.
Maw.
It was
Okay.
this.
Do you have?
do
There
we
should be
write that
another
down?
line.
Yes, there is another line, but I'm
think
still
they're
confused on what it's...
Locust
So-
slumber.
Let me see what you have.
I double check.
You check
Yes, it's going to be in her den.
in her den.
So as you guys, as the two linguists,
God damn it.
comparing notes, the two scholars, and you guys are over here beating children. You're comparing notes, and you realize that what it's saying is it's more like a cipher than anything else. Akelic is a very strange alphabet. You're reading through it, and it says, "Locust slumbers in her den.
In her den.
The maw hungers to feast again." And Nico comes over and he sees this and he's, "Well, I'll be a monkey's uncle. You cracked the riddle." Something my last expert had trouble with. What do you think this means?
It seems to be some sort of warning to ward off grave robbers from the sites. I mean, we are not the first ones to be here, obviously. There will be more around here, if so. At the same time, locust slumbers and her den, maw hungers to feast again. This is the normal rhetoric people of this area would use to basically curse, and he uses quotations, curse those who would go in and steal from a tomb.
Right. So the thing that I'm most concerned about is how does this lead us to, and he lowers his voice a little bit, the treasure.
Well, usually these monoliths are just the entrance. This is a warning. The doorway would have to be somewhere nearby, and he's going to look up at the mountains, and he's going to say, Berg and Modba, have y'all gone that far yet?
Over towards Burge and Mogbot, no. We've only ever ventured through the valley in order to get to Bane Jabira, but we haven't actually been on the mountainscape itself. You'll see, it's really, really steep and very dangerous.
Quick reference. So are we like in the valley itself, or is that something that's miles away that we traveled through?
It's going to be miles away. So when you
Okay.
guys showed up on Jeep, you guys showed up from the east. The mountains are going to be towards the north. Through the mountains, there's a valleyway, and you guys can see on the other side of the valley is the tallest towers of the ancient city of Bane Jabira. So what Nico is saying is that when they go to Bane Jabira, they occasionally have to pass through that valley. But they've never actually scoured the mountains themselves. So as you guys are talking about this, and it's interesting that you bring up the mountains. That's a very good point that probably a geologist or a geographer would have thought of. So Dr. Hercules Solomon is showing his strengths here. You guys start to hear a commotion coming from the dig site itself. So the area around the monolith is just turning into an uproar. You hear workers shouting. You can hear workers shouting. It's going to be in Kurdish, actually. It's not actually going to be in Arabic. These workers are shouting. They're throwing tools down. They're throwing shovels down. Does anybody want to make a knowledge? I want you to roll for culture because they're saying something in Kurdish, and anybody who speaks the language.
I'll roll it. Well, you should roll courage because language is your thing.
Okay.
That's why I stared at her.
So I need you to pass a basic culture check. So roll the number of dice associated with the dots that are filled in.
6.
So skill plus field. And tell me how many, if any, pairs that you get.
So The filled in plus the ones next to it, right?
Yes.
You're doing knowledge and culture.
Got one pair.
You got one pair. Okay. So you're not actually fluent in Kurdish, but you know many words and phrases from it. So the only parts that you were able to gain from this is the words God, feast, famine, come again. And that seems to be the thing that they're shouting about. They're angry. They're throwing down tools. They're starting to storm off. It looks like they've actually found something. When you look down to the bottom of the pit, you guys are standing on the rim, and you can see that there is something shining up in the light. They've uncovered an artifact.
Coming through. And Hercules is like almost tumbling down the sand dune into the pit.
Okay.
Holding his hat, and he just looks like an old man running down after a wheel of cheese.
As soon as you get down to the bottom, you see an artifact that's being held in one of the workers' hand. It resembles a locust, but its head is oddly shaped. It looks like its mouth is too big.
You were saying like locust, right?
Locust.
I didn't know it has T locust.
Locust has a T in it. Yes.
Okay.
You have a language experience, expertise. Okay. All right.
I don't in real life.
Clearly.
So like more grasshopper? Okay, just for imagination.
Yeah.
Are you thinking of the beetle that's traditionally used as a locust
I'm
in
thinking
movies?
of more of the grasshopper type.
Like the actual locust. Okay.
Yes, like an actual locust.
Because it's the desert. This entire time I thought it was a person.
What?
What are you
Someone
talking
named Locust.
about? Not Lucas.
No, that's like a
George Lucas.
That's like a military code name, Locust.
Oh shit! Wait.
That's actually what the doctor would be doing. So as he takes this artifact and he's examining it closely, you can see that it looks like the shape of a locust, and it has the same symbols marked on it as the monolith did. You guys already know what it says.
It says locust, doesn't it? Or...
Well, it says the mouth of the locust, and then the other one near the small hole says in her den. As you guys are examining this, the uproar is continuing, and Salvatore steps forward, and he's motioning for you guys to look off into the desert. There's 3 workers running off towards the south, just out into the open desert. They're running on foot. Nico is trying to keep everybody calm. Everybody needs to stay calm. Stay calm.
I am not calm. I am freaking out actively.
I'm not gonna lie. I am Salvatore. Do something, Salvatore. And then Salvatore takes out his revolver and he levels it at the 3 men running. Bang, bang. And he takes out 2 of them. Once more.
I was about to run towards what those men were running towards, and
They're running out.
started shooting them.
They're running out into the open desert, and Salvatore shoots them both in the back. He's about to level at the 3rd one, and Nico steps forward. Salvatore, and he picks up the gun. He picks up the arm that Salvatore is holding the gun in, and it fires off into the air. Bang! It misses the 3rd guy, and he keeps running off.
Yeah.
Salvatore looks angrily over at Nico, and he says, "It will tell the enemy of what we have found." He spits.
There's gonna be a fit of PTSD going through Hercules because he's gonna be reaching around trying to find like some kind of gun on himself, and he's gonna pull out some brass. I was like, "Where are they? Who are they? Who? What?"
And Nico says, "It's all right. It's all right. They've already gone. Everybody just needs to relax. Everybody relax." And the workers are still shouting. Everybody's shouting in Kurdish. You can't really understand what they're saying, but you keep hearing that phrase, Avery, you keep hearing that phrase over and over. It's like they're talking about God, feast, famine, return. God, feast, famine, return. And people are storming off in all directions. They're abandoning their tools. They're throwing down the site. They're kicking rocks, and they're not happy with the way things are going. As of right now, Dr. Hercules Solomon has the artifact, and things are not looking good for the site so far. But in terms of the riot, it looks like things are starting to settle down. People are just dispersing.
Very interesting work that you have. Culture you have here, Mr. Nico. I will say this is the eventful proceedings.
Everything was going very well until this cursed thing was uncovered. It looks like a locust.
Hey, yo, let me get a look at that.
Some fresh eyes, I guess. Sir, son, kid, child.
I mean, he like almost drops it as soon as
Hey, just yanking the chain. He's immediately gonna put it over his eyes like a mask.
as you're doing so, you're looking through it, and you can see over on the northern horizon where the mountains are. You can look through the holes. You see a little bit of the mountains, the blue sky, and the desert, and you get this eerie feeling come over you as you're looking towards the mountains with that thing. Go ahead and take a negative feeling for me.
Oh, whoa!
Son,
You're gonna be
kid,
taking-
you all right?
You're gonna be taking a feeling of dread.
Someone get this boy a chair.
Bruno's a little swoony. He's like,
Whoa.
Let me take that from you, son.
Whoa.
And he's gonna look at it and what did you see?
I was just looking over there at those mountains over there, and then suddenly the world just started spinning. Did you lace that thing with something, old man?
Not the likes of me. And he's gonna look at it, trying to fight his better judgment to not put it over his eyes and experience the same thing, but at the same time, man of science never backs down from a challenge. He's gonna do the same exact thing and look through it.
I mean, it just looks like holes. Like you're just looking through it. It would be like if you looked through a viewfinder.
And that's it. There's nothing obscure.
No, you're just looking through the holes in it. It's just an artifact. I mean, the surface itself is extremely fascinating. They have those writings on it, and you already know what it says.
Yeah.
It's the fact that the holes seem to be labeled is what's most interesting. Mouth of the locust, and in her den next to the small hole.
Okay.
Nico looks over all of you guys, and he's just, I mean, obviously he's stressed out over the state of the dig site, but he's mostly thinking about, I have a friend, may be able to help us with this. In the city of Bain Jabira, through the mountains, there's a man that I communicate with often. He has a shop full of extraordinary trinkets.
Tell me
artifacts.
more.
Full of I'm getting there. Women. He's going to say, if anybody would know anything about this, it would be him. Surely, this artifact could be a key to lead us towards that treasure.
I believe so too. This is something about it is ringing key to me.
It is definitely interesting. And if I may, can I have the artifact? I think I can store it somewhere safe.
Do you know how to store things?
I handed it to Dr. Avery.
I do have my jumbo Stanley Cup.
Wait, was there a Stanley Cup out
No,
in the 80s?
it was the
Hold on.
thermos. It was the thermos.
Yeah, it's 89. There was definitely a thermos out there.
We're not putting a precious artifact into a Stanley Cup.
It's insulated. It'll be protected against the elements. I trust my Stanley with my life.
It looks like this, by the way.
Okay.
I have the jumbo version of that.
The artifact will definitely not fit in that. It's about the same size as what you're holding in your hands right now.
Pure disappointment and confusion is on Avery's face.
You old fucking geezer.
I'm still a little fucking. What?
Put that in your bag.
In my bag.
I'll keep it safe.
Sora and Bruno's gonna look at
He
you.
just told me to take it.
I am annoyed and pouting right now
I
because
think
I did
she's
not
got
get
it.
the artifact.
She just took it. She's.
Oh, you're bad.
I think the lights are on with her, but no one's home.
Oh God.
I mean, if I broke it a little,
put
I
it in
think
my
it would
bag.
fit.
Please, refrain from. How did you even get on this expedition? When you put in your application, you said that you knew everything there was to know about archaeology of the Middle East.
Well,
What exactly
I
is your
did
expertise?
take some creative writing classes in college, and I am pretty confident in my ability to learn fast on the job.
This is not a job interview. I'm asking you what your expertise is. How did you get on this site? Surely my intern would have vetted you out.
Well,
I saw her in town. She looked like she could be a real help with you.
Just stay out of the way.
Dr. Hercules is going to kind of be like, okay. All right. And he's going to look at Bruno, and he's going to do a first aid check on Bruno.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead and pass a basic first aid.
All right. That is a... Oh, wait. Okay, yeah, that's just a double.
Okay, so basic success.
Yeah.
Bruno seems to be fine. He just seems a little shaken up about something. But there's no physical signs of stress. You look into his eyeballs, you look at his mouth. You're taking his pace, like his heart rate with his pulse.
Mhm.
Everything seems to be fine with him. He just seems a little bit anxious. But with a little bit of rest, he should be fine. Now, as you guys are looking around, the sun is starting to go down. It's about 5 o'clock right now. So Nico has suggested that you guys need to go to Bane Jabira to go and talk to his friend who knows a lot more about this kind of stuff. It would be best for you guys to go the following day. So if you guys want to spend the rest of the night just gathering up stuff, Nico is going to be spending most of his day with Salvatore, trying to keep order in the camp and put everything back, trying to get the workers settled in, relaxed, convince the ones who want to stay, let the ones who want to leave. They're trying to keep the camp in order. What you guys want to do is completely up to you.
I'm going to go, after checking up on you, resting for a second, and then sneaking some ration alcohol from the mess tent.
Cooking wine.
He's going to go to Mr. Nico and just say, if we're going to Bane Jabir, I would feel a bit more comfortable having a firearm of sorts, if you understand my meaning.
I hear the word firearm, and I'm also inching my way towards Nico.
Someone's already asked for a firearm, so this will be...
I didn't ask Nico, though. I was told to ask Nico.
Of course. Nico hears this, and he's gonna... Salvatore appears behind you guys again, claps his hand on your shoulder, Sora. And he's still giving you that stink eye, Dr. Hercules, because what you did earlier, stopping him from disciplining Bruno, still is pissing him off a little bit. But he's not going to let it show.
Yeah,
For the most part, he's going to be stoic about it.
He's going to see that, what was his name? Fucking give less than a shit about him. What's his name?
Salvatore?
Salvatore. He's going to look at Salvatore and he's just going to wink at him.
Salvatore turns and he motions for you guys to follow, and you guys are going to go back towards that supply tent that you were at earlier.
Mm-hmm.
And he opens up the chest, and they have the 3 revolvers again. There's magazines for the AK-47s. They have 2 of them.
Mm-hmm.
And so you can find 6-shooter revolvers, and you can find AK-47s. They have the goggles, hats, gloves. Earlier, when you guys were talking about going to Bane Jabira, Nico actually told you, we're going to be riding on horseback, so prepare yourselves for a hard ride tomorrow. It takes a few hours to get towards the mountains, another hour to cross through the valley, and then about another 30 minutes to get to the city.
In that same sense, he probably would have asked, is it just going to be us 5?
Okay, we'll cut that out. All right, say that again.
Is it just going to be us 5 going to Bane Jabira, or will be accompanied by somebody?
It'll be us going to Bane Jabira, and of course I will be taking Salvatore with us for protection, and Bruno, because I don't trust Bruno here alone with these savages.
Understandably.
In
he is a young boy. Very impressive.
Well, you already saw what these madmen are capable of. As soon as they start hearing word of fairy tales of a curse, some kind of curse on a tomb, they get rowdy.
I will tell you, when it comes to the fear of curses and things of that be, the usual reaction from a culture is genuinely to be seen as a warning. So that is mostly why I'm asking you for a firearm.
Take what you need.
I appreciate your willingness. And he's going to grab just a revolver. He's not going to go crazy. He's going to grab a revolver, put it in like the holster that he usually that he has since the World War II.
Now, what I want you to do is, since you guys are going to be taking guns, do any of the ladies want guns?
Yes.
Oh my god. Tiny.
I do want a gun, but it has to be, if there's something small, like handheld, possibly tiny.
Like a revolver?
Yeah.
Nico picks up a revolver and he spins it, checks it to make sure it's empty, and then hands it towards you.
and I am very
says,
happy.
Do you know how to use one of these?
I can learn.
He takes it back. Bruno, you're not getting a revolver. You already know this. I do not let you play with guns. They're not a boy's toy.
Come on, I used to shoot like all the time back
That was
home.
a BB gun, not a revolver.
Still a better shot than you, old man.
This actually looks like it angers Nico a little bit, but he... Okay, remember, you're not my kid. I can't beat you. You're not my kid. Okay.
Did you practice that in the mirror?
Why, you little shit. And then he kind of chases you out of the tent a little bit.
You know, I don't think I've ever shot a 7.62 before. How's it compared to, say, a 30-30? Is it... I'm not quite familiar with your Russian calibers.
It kills just as good.
Well, it's fucking good enough for me, I
And
guess.
he hands you a weapon. He hands you the AK-47, and you have one magazine. And you also get handed a revolver that you can put into a holster on your belt.
Cool.
And you have, we said 2 magazines for him?
Yeah, I'll give him 2 of the magazines for the
Cool.
So you have 2 mags for the revolver and one I know that
mag
doesn't
for the
really
AK.
work, but it's in this game we track mags.
No, they have like little.
Yeah, I know you
speed
can put a
things.
cylinder in there, but
It's like it's a speed loader essentially.
in terms of game mechanics, we're tracking mags, not really shots.
Yeah, that's understandable.
The night goes by pretty. Yes, do you have something?
I'll take a knife, please.
Okay. You he's gonna give you just a regular combat knife. It's just a K-bar. Just
Selby, come on, you gotta give me something. You can't leave me defenseless out there in the desert. I'll buy my lonesome.
There's a rinky-dink slingshot in the back of the storage room, and I just grab it.
Yeah.
And it's not like a slingshot like we know. It's like one of those like slings.
Yeah, you have to
Yeah.
fling it
Oh, I'm
around.
David and Goliathing this shit?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll just grab it. It's like,
Can
here you go, son. It's
can
literally
I
just a strip
give
of leather.
Bruno my
Is this
pepper
your
spray?
jockstrap?
Yeah.
It would be-
if you want to give Bruno anything when we're not looking, that would be fine. But if you try to give it to him in front of Salvatore or Nico, he would stop you.
It would be fucking
Okay.
hilarious if there was just an atlatl for some reason.
Spear thrower.
Like a genuinely primitive instrument that's just like
Well, Nora already has a blowgun. Like, she has a blowgun with a dart, but it doesn't have any poison on it. And she has throwing knives. So, I don't know who gave the sorority girl this, but, yeah. The night goes by pretty unhit. Like,
that's funny.
you guys are sleeping in your tents, and besides the sound of bustling, general bustling coming from the workers' areas, and snoring coming from the lads' tents. Yeah. Scottish snoring. Scottish. Dr. Hercules probably has like sleep apnea. So
Sleep apnea makes a PTSD flashbacks in his dreams.
You just it wakes me up in the middle of the night and I'm like, God fucking damn it!
Just at one point wake up and there's just Bruno standing over you, clenched fist with a pillowcase, just like.
I'll do it. I'll do it.
I finally have time to unpack all my suitcases, and I'm having a blast because I'm doing my full nightly routine.
Oh
I'm
my
putting
God.
on all my masks and my serums on my face because I gotta rejuvenate my skin after all that sand and grossness from the day. and I'm finally able to. I pack a little bag that I can take with me tomorrow.
Okay.
For the trip.
A
So I
little
have my
bag.
little trinket bag.
It weighs 20 pounds.
As you guys
Yes.
are laying down to go to sleep, it takes a while for you guys to sleep. It's very hot out in the desert. There's no fans. So you're laying there in the still desert night air. It's a little bit humid. And you're sweating as you fall asleep. And you awake in and out of feverish dreams. You can see in between the mountains in your dream. It's almost like the mountains are looming closer than normal to the camp. And in between the mountains is this call of insect scuttling.
Scarabs.
You can hear whispering from outside the tent. You can't tell if it's Kurdish or if it's in English.
Oh shit.
And as you wake up multiple times throughout the night, you just can't help but feel very unrested. When you guys wake up in the morning, the sun still hasn't come over the horizon yet, so you can see the first golden rays of dawn over the desert landscape, and it's truly breathtaking. The scenery of waking up, seeing this blood-red sun come over the monolith, and then seeing the shadows of the mountains cascade across the deserts. It's amazing.
I
And you
take
guys,
my camera for a quick picture.
just
A little disposable.
Yeah.
And then I ask Avery if she can take a picture of me in the horizon also.
Is this really necessary?
I need something to show my sorority sisters when I go back that I lived through the entire experience.
Well, I guess this will be fine for documentation, so.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now let's go and take the picture. And I'm posing the entire time.
Okay. You ready?
And I smile.
Say cheese.
Cheese!
I feel like I'm standing next to the doctor and just being like,
Have you ever seen anything like that before in the middle of a fucking desert?
I take my little rocks out of my pocket to pose with them on the picture.
Middle of a fucking desert. Let's play a game based on her personality. Which sorority do you think she's a part of?
I'm thinking Ligma Kappa.
Nora, you're into geology?
Ligma
Yes.
Kappa.
Yes, I love everything
I'm not
about
familiar.
rocks. I like
Whatever.
rocks and like the sand sometimes and like the ocean and like the sky and clouds. I like space too.
You like everything?
Yeah. It was either this or my astrology class that I wanted to take this semester, but the credits weren't there, so I had to take this.
Oh.
A couple of the stable boys come around the tents, and they have some horses that are already packed and ready to go. They have saddles. All the tack is there, and all they're doing is waiting for you guys. Nico is already up, and he's got on a very fashionable suit. He's not dressed for the desert again, but he does have a large brim hat. It's got a little hat band and a pin for the day. He's got a pair of goggles, and he's got a riding mask around his neck, and he's ready to pick it up. And he's, all right, rise and shine, rise and shine. We have a long way to go today. We're going to Bain Jabira. We're going to go talk to my friend, and we're going to find out more about this damn treasure. I didn't call you guys over here for nothing.
So we get horses.
You do get a horse. I hope you know how to ride. It was in the job description, which I'm sure you read.
Do they have names?
They do have names.
Can mine be named Penelope?
I'm gonna name mine Nessie, regardless of what you tell me it is.
Nessie. Well, sure, fine. That could be Nessie.
Alright, Nessie.
And you look over at Nessie, and it's just a little black Shetland pony.
Does each person get a horse?
Each person gets a horse.
Okay. Cool.
Going with you guys is Salvatore and Nico, and everybody gets a horse for themselves.
Perfect.
Any of the gear that you guys thought to bring with you, including the firearms and whatever kind of clothing you guys wanted to bring. Just remember, you will be riding through the desert, and you'll be riding for the majority of the day.
Okay.
So, for the dust and for the sun, make sure you guys have proper attire.
Yeah, I definitely have the thing that goes over your mouth.
Okay.
I had hat and bandana, so that covers like.
Yeah,
some-
I have my
Yeah.
trinket bag, and I have my Stanley cup.
And I also brought. I have a canteen.
Okay, you do have a canteen. Make sure you have that.
Yeah.
Make sure you guys
Definitely have liquids.
have some water and maybe a little bit of food.
Yes.
But I hope you guys have some spending money because we will be going to Bain Jabir. There's a world-class market over there.
Okay.
Nothing like you've ever seen before. Trade in these parts are a little bit difficult as the locals are not exactly familiar with tourists. He looks over at the women especially, and he's like, if you have coverings, I would recommend that you wear them. They're not exactly used to seeing uncovered women in these parts.
Oh, I always dress modestly, I'm sure.
Are you wearing like a turtleneck, like
Yeah,
a
like
sweater?
basically like covering every inch. of my
Okay.
body. And especially with the neck thing now.
You can keep your face uncovered. It's mostly like he's talking about the hair. Is what he's talking about. It's like he wants you guys to cover up your heads and skin. Like don't have your ankles and
My ankles.
your harlot ankles and wrists showing.
Okay.
We might have to bleep that.
I think what you would think is like the most desert attire, because it's like desert attire is like you'd think that since it's hot you wouldn't have much, but you kind of have to cover your skin from the
Dress like a Fremen and you'll be okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly. Have some light colored clothing. Really light. You'll be fine.
I put on a hat and shovel my hair up to the hat and cover it, I guess.
Good.
Yeah.
Is there anything else, guys, you want to do before we take off?
Hercules is already on the horse. He's like,
Ah,
reminds me of Teddy Roosevelt's brigade. The Rough Riders.
how the fuck old is this guy?
That's ambiguous.
Teddy Roosevelt was like 1930s.
Yeah,
So,
but like, this dude must have been a Boy Scout. When you guys are getting all saddled up, Bruno, he gets onto a horse himself, and the horse is like too large for Bruno. Even though Soren has a Shetland pony, Bruno is riding a full-size horse, and Nico gallops up to the side of him, and he's like, "Just so you know, you little shit, I saw what you drew on my horse. How many times do I have to tell you? You don't get to play with Marshmallow like that."
Sorry, I don't talk to losers. And he's gonna expertly just like
He goes to swat at you, but he misses as the horse just gallops away. God. So you guys take off.
I assume these are Arabians, like Arabian
Yeah.
horses. So they're
Yeah.
not like full size. They're a little bit shorter.
Oh, cute.
They got the like dip face.
We also have that you are like decked out like in clothing, like attire wise for the desert, and something that would be appropriate for riding in a sandy environment, So as you guys are riding, it's going to take the majority of about 3 hours to reach the base of the mountains. When you guys actually get up to the valley, and you can see just how tall Burge and Madba are. I mean, it's gargantuan. You guys are in the foot of the mountains, and you stop. Nico turns to you guys at the head of the formation, and he says, from atop his horse, he's like, "All right, we make this trip all the time. We haven't had any incidents, but please,
Bless you.
but please, mind your step. It gets a little rough down here." As you guys start moving forward, you can see you guys are on the leftmost side of what is actually a fucking chasm. Like, there's 2 mountains, and there's a steep valley in between them. Very, very narrow. Not even a few hundred feet across. You guys are walking along a very, very narrow ridge, just wide enough for one horse to go through at a time. Down towards your right is just an endless chasm. You can't even see the bottom. The light doesn't reach down there. Every time you walk, rocks are tumbling over the edge. Pebbles falling down into nothingness.
As we're walking by it or riding by it, Hercules is going to count the Like he's gonna just watch one rock and he's just gonna count until he can hear it echo.
And you hear 1 bounce, 2 bounce, rock skitters across, 5 bounces, 6, and you stop.
Oh boy.
It never actually heard a sound of it hitting the bottom.
Hopefully there's sound down there dampening the sound. I surely hope.
As you guys were riding up towards the mountain base, you were able to hear the sound of birds, and you could hear like scuttling from the desert creatures. As you guys get into the valley, there's nothing. It's almost deadly silent. There are no sounds of birds chirping. The wind is not even blowing through. It's just still, hot air, and the sound of the horses trotting along this path. Around this point, when you reach the actual like narrowest point in the trail, the horses start to get a little spooked. It's as if something is unseen is starting to terrify these horses. They start rearing up back and making just upset noises. They're skittering. They're bouncing across. Their hooves are slipping over the edge. They're barely catching themselves. I want everybody to make a basic ride check. So roll drive for me, please.
Drive?
Yes, drive. Now, if anybody has horseback riding as their expertise, you can make a free reroll if you do not pass it.
Okay. So, on your drive.
Yes, your horses are rearing up. You need to roll drive to stay in the
I
saddle.
would do 5.
And you're looking for
And
a
I have
basic.
horseback riding, so that would just allow me to re-roll if I don't.
If
Is
you don't make
everyone
it.
rolling for it?
Yes, everyone's
I
rolling for it.
rolled.
Do you have any pairs?
Nope.
You don't have any pairs?
No,
okay.
I do not.
Nor you come tumbling
Yeah.
from the saddle.
I have a pair.
Ah.
You have a pair. Okay, you're safe. You expertly, keep this horse steady. This is not the first time you've ridden a horse before. You know.
I'm gonna re-roll with the horseback riding.
Okay, go ahead and reroll. Soren is taken by surprise by this.
Partly due because I'm on a Shetland pony.
What's he saying?
I feel like I'm not quite used to my feet touching the ground along with my horses. It's a little strange.
This is killing me, man.
Nope. No.
All right, Soren comes tumbling from the saddle. What about everybody else?
Oh, I failed. I didn't get a pair.
Okay.
I rolled a pair.
Avery. Okay, so Avery stays in the
I got a
saddle.
1, a 2, a 3, a 4, and a 5.
The two doctors stay in the saddle. Everybody else comes tumbling out, and their horses take off down the path. Soren, you watch in horror as your horse slips and falls down into the chasm, and you hear
God.
the whinnying it hits the corner, or it hits the side of the ridge, and just keeps falling down.
That's why I didn't name my horse.
Poor soul.
And then I stop for a second and I go, oh, it's basically the same as walking anyway.
Nico, barely able to keep his horse in tame, is, all right, everybody, just relax. Everybody relax. We need to keep going slow and steady. We're going to get through this. We're going to get out of this canyon. Come on.
What's he eating?
Keep moving. And he's going to guide you guys along. The two horses that didn't fall but don't have riders are trapped behind Nico's horse because it's too narrow for the horses to run abreast.
Uh-huh.
So you guys are able to stop them, get them under control, and mount them again. It's only Soren who does not have a horse this time. As you guys are walking along the rim, it takes another few minutes before you guys reach the edge or the end of the trail around the chasm, and you emerge from the other side of the mountain. And as soon as you guys walk out, that feeling of dread and the sound come back. It's much more pleasant now. The dread disappears, and everybody's feeling a lot better, safer. The wind is blowing again. It's almost cold. And before you lies the glorious sandstone and limestone, sparkling white city of Bane Jabira, outlined in the clear blue sky underneath the desert. It is a beauty to behold. And that's chapter 1.
Yes!
So that was the end of chapter 1, and we're going to start with chapter 2. So as you guys are approaching the city, I mean, it's magnificent, majestic city. It's got towers and spires and archways. Everything is made of sandstone and limestone, so it's all got this whitewashed, sun-bleached look. The city sparkles practically underneath the sunlight. And around the city, you can see there are ruins of much older settlements and a wall that once stood around the city. You can see people coming to and fro on wagons. There's cars. They have jeeps, buses running through. And you can hear the general bustle. You can hear music coming from the city. As you guys walk through the gates and you go in through the center courtyard, you can see there's just a sprawling marketplace. There's all different types of colors around you, sights, sounds, smells, just ethnic foods being cooked. They have languages that you're not familiar with, not just Arabic and Kurdish, but other local dialects, maybe descendants of Akelic too, being spoken in this place. Everybody who passes by you almost stops and does a double take to stare at you guys because you are just out of place. They may have seen Nico and Salvatore before on their monthly bouts to go into the city to get supplies, but they have never seen tourists in this side of Iraq. Where you guys are at, it's near the Kuwait border in the south. It's just an unusual town to see foreigners in. So as you guys are walking through the city, I mean, it's just a testament to the ingenuity of the ancients. Modern architecture is intermingled with stone structures. Market squares and city blocks are dotted with street vendors selling trinkets, clothing, modern gadgets. To the tourists, like Nora, it's outdated and unwelcoming. But to the anthropologist, it's incredible to see that we live uncaringly in the modern day in the shells of once great cities.
Hercules' mouth is watering both for the architecture and also for the food. He is dying for a nice cooked meal.
You can go to the street vendors later. The party enters a shop. Well, I'm gonna say, like, before you guys enter the shop, you can see off at the other end of the square, there is the shop that Nico was talking about, and his friend, his local friend that he talks to all the time and frequents over there. Right now, you guys are in the midst of a bustling marketplace. If you guys would like to explore first before going into the shop, that is okay. I will say you guys did have the horses put up into a stock. They had like a stable over there. You guys paid some of the stable boys to go and take care of the horses because mounts like this are still very common in this part of the world. So, what would you guys like to do?
Hercules is definitely going to a lot of the food vendors. He is going to get himself some nicely cooked food, even if it's just street food. He's going to get him something.
Okay, so you walk up to one of these street vendors, and they're selling like street food, and this guy's like mixing it in a bowl right in front of you. He's cooking it on a stove, and he's speaking to you in Arabic, which I believe you do speak.
Yeah.
Okay, and he's asking you, not from around these parts, are you?
No. Just in for a job.
In for a job? What kind of job? And he's mixing up his rice mix in front of you.
The kind that requires a lot of knowledge and research.
You look like explorers.
You can say that.
He fixes you a bowl, and he tells you that it's going to be a really high price. It's like, you know when you're getting ripped off, and this guy is like insultingly ripping you off.
Should I? You know what? Fuck it. Can I use like tough to like almost intimidate this guy?
Yeah. What do you say to him? He tells you it's going to be. He tells you it's going to be the equivalent of like $34 American.
In 89?
In 89, yeah.
So he's gonna go. Now listen to me, son. I've been around these parts. I've seen the Nazis and the communist rise. I've seen all things happen. Don't you dare start catching an attitude and trying to mess with me. Oh, shit. What's the actual price? What kind of roll?
I'm gonna go ahead and say that you did well. This guy damn near drops the bowl of food, and he's like, I'm sorry, and he I misspoke. That's gonna be what is the equivalent of about $3 American.
He's like, that's a lot better. You have a good day, son. He smacks him on the shoulder and he walks off.
He drops his spoon into the pot, and he's just like, what? Tourists? We have tourists around here.
He's
He's
gonna
just like mumbling, and he's just kind of like getting all of his stuff back together, and
he's gonna take the food, whatever it is. He's just gonna eat it on the way back, smiling as like the day, as much as the day he was born. Just
it's
like
delicious. The food is beyond anything you've ever tried. I mean, it's incredible.
he's gonna go to Soren's like, Soren, my lad, you have to go try this food here. It's amazing.
How much did that cost you?
Just $3, a little persuasion. You gotta haggle a little bit.
Gotta haggle. I have a gun.
For that.
I will say, while you guys are walking around, and I already said that you guys were drawing attention because being locals, but you guys are openly armed. I mean, Dr. Solomon Hercules Solomon here is walking around with an AK-47 just brandished, or it could be like on a.
I just have the revolver here, and the AK-47 was for him.
Okay.
Can I say that I noticed the people around this discomfort?
Yeah. Are the ladies like sticking together or what?
Yes.
What are you guys doing? Okay.
I'm going with the ladies.
Okay. Where do you guys want to go?
I want to go explore around like all the vendors, like the market.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're walking around and you can see that they have different types of street vendors out. They have food. They have people selling trinkets, like little jewelry. They have what do you call them? Like pendants that hang from necklaces. They have watches. They have glasses. They actually have like places that are selling authentic Persian rugs. Just outside, they have a lady who's beating on the rug with a stick, and she's getting all the dust out of it. And they have like wall mounts, like framed pictures. They have religious things that are being sold too, beads, necklaces, shoes, even out there.
Ooh. Okay.
Purses. They have purses too.
Okay. I want to go to the jewelry.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
I'm looking specifically for a pendant with my initials.
You don't actually find any English.
There's
English
a whole
letters?
of
Yeah.
like keychains with different Arabic names on them.
I'm looking for the touristy area of this
What you're
place.
seeing is there's no tourists here. That's what you guys are already way out of your element here.
Okay.
So what you're seeing is local stuff. They have a lot of religious style and traditional, like Middle Eastern style jewelry.
They
And
have stones.
they do have stones.
So like my birthstone kind of stuff.
Yeah, you'll find one that's similar to your birthstone.
Okay.
Birthstone.
Okay.
Do they have my birthstone?
Yeah.
Do you have my zodiac?
Yeah.
I
need something ruby.
The lady.
She'd be like, does this amethyst come in red? What?
They have a couple ladies who are walking by you, and they have bags full of groceries with like onions and potatoes and different types of fruits, and they're just like looking at you. They're like whispering to each other in Arabic. And they're like, "Can you believe this? Like, who is this white girl just here?"
I bark at them.
They scuttle away. They drop a couple onions behind them as they walk.
This is how Japan
onions.
feels about streamers, like public streamers.
Yeah. You do find what would be like the equivalent of your birthstone there,
Okay, cool.
if that's what you want.
Yes.
Okay.
How much is it?
The lady she's going to be pretty fair with her prices. She's going to tell you that it costs about $15 American for it.
15?
Yeah, what's the equivalent of $15 American?
What do you mean?
She's charging you the equivalent of $15 American.
Okay. Yeah, I'll pay that.
Okay, she
And-
hands it to you, and it's wrapped in paper.
I'm
That's the
also
conversation
tipping
that
her
actually
a little bit.
happened.
I'm tipping her $5 also.
What do you mean?
You're tipping her $5?
Yeah.
No.
She shuts down her stand for the day. she made a killing. She shuts down her stand and she starts packing up all of her stuff, putting it into bags, and she's gonna start like thanking you. And she's like grabbing your hand and she's like, "Thank you so much, thank you so much." You can't really understand what she's saying, but you know that she's like very gracious.
And I feel very proud of myself.
Good. You take like maybe a selfie like with the camera. With what? The camera. The Polaroid, just like
With camera.
Fucking
Yeah.
670 land camera, like.
Yeah.
Well, that looked
Avery?
nice. What
Can
happened?
Can I offer her the onions?
Yeah.
I'll offer her an onion.
She'll take it. She's a little confused as to why you're giving her a fucking onion, but
I don't want to have it, actually. I was trying to
I just don't like onions.
I just don't want it on the road.
I have an allergic reaction.
God damn it, you stole my joke!
she's as you're like going to hand her the onion, they have a couple other people who start coming up to you. You guys are drawing a crowd at this point. I mean, they have not seen foreigners in probably their entire lives. They've been living in this city. It's ancient, and this is very closed off and secluded. So they're coming up and they're like, a couple of the ladies are like touching your hair because like they've never seen like a blonde before. Like, oh my God.
All right, everyone back up. Form a line. She's a very sensitive lady. Now, if you want, you're gonna have to pay for an autograph. He like has put his sunshades down. He's like Bruno's standing in front of you, just cool guy pose, just like back it up, guys.
Kid, I don't think they know what you're saying.
No, trust me, they know. I do this all the time back home.
It's the vibe.
The neutron style.
It's just the Bruno style.
Is there anything else that we can look around here?
There's not really anything else. I mean, like it's a marketplace.
Okay.
It's just going to be your normal shops and stuff. But the real point of interest is the shop at the end of the square that
Okay.
Nico wanted to take you guys to the first place.
Okay.
Well, can I get a utilitarian pouch?
A utilitarian pouch.
Yes.
Nice.
Yeah, you mean like a fanny pack?
Yeah.
Because that's all they have. They only have fanny
No,
packs.
I was literally thinking of a fanny pack.
Okay.
I just want to say it fancily.
Yes, they have a utilitarian pouch. They have a nice leather utilitarian pouch, and it's carved with a symbol you don't recognize.
Even better.
It attaches to your belly.
Okay.
As you guys are walking, Nico and Salvatore lead the way through the crowd, and you guys enter a shop at the far end of the market square, and it's one of the least decorated from the outside. It's got a very simple hand-painted sign above a doorway, and there's no windows on the building. It's just open with shutters, so you can see inside. There's light streaming in. The name of the shop, Nora. You would probably be interested in what the shop is called, but you don't know how to read the language. But Avery would recognize it as Echoes from the Past.
Echoes.
The name of the shop.
Okay. I like the ring of that.
Yeah, you guys all stop at the door, and Nico's like, "We're going to go inside. This is a man that I've known for a very long time. He's very knowledgeable. Please be respectful." And he knocks before entering. You guys enter, and it takes a little bit for your eyes to adjust to the dim lighting inside. And you walk into a shop that is covered, wall to ceiling, with trinkets. There's paintings, there's murals, there's vases, or vases, I guess, pottery. They have different types of cases with jewelry, gold, silver. They have rugs, cushions all on the floor. And inside, in the center of the room, there's a man, a short, fat man, who sits on a cushion, cross-legged. He's smoking a hookah, and the room is already fogged with the smoke, and he blows out the smoke when he sees you guys. Welcome. My name is Himsu. Welcome to the Echoes of the Past. How can I help you? Nico comes forward. Himsu! My old friend, how are you doing? And he comes up and he just gives him a bear hug. And you can see Himsu is already uncomfortable. He blows out some more smoke. It's been a long time. What can I do for you? How's the excavation going? Nico looks around at you guys and he hesitates for a little bit before saying, good news and bad news, my old friend. We have uncovered an artifact, but our progress in the actual excavation has... But our progress in the actual excavation has slowed to a halt. We've uncovered a rather strange artifact. And he signals over to Dr. Hercules Solomon, who...
I'm the one that's got it in my bag.
Yeah. Yes, Soren has it.
So you hand it out to Himsu, and he picks it up, and he's looking at it, and his eyes go wide when he looks at this, and he realizes what it is. And he stands up with lightning speed from his cushion, and he runs over to the windows, and he shuts the shutters, bolts the door. And inside the building, it's a little bit dark, and only the light from the candles and the lamps on the floor are illuminating. And he looks over at you guys and he says, "Do you know what this is?"
No, to be perfectly honest, we were hoping that you would.
It looks like a bug to me.
Before he says anything else, he stops and he gives you a quizzical look and he says to Nico, "What happened to the other girl who was with you? Your expert prodigal student?" And Nico looks a little bit embarrassed. He's like, Nina, she left. She just up and disappeared. As soon as she saw this monolith, started to translate it, she just disappeared in the night, left a note, said, "Don't call me. I don't want to know anything else about this excavation. Don't contact me anymore."
And where is this note?
Well, it was left on her tent, her empty tent. Never saw a trace of her since.
I want to roll observation to see if he's lying.
Okay, go ahead and give me a basic for crime alert.
May I as well?
That's two pairs, two individual pairs, 2 5s, 2 6s.
Nico is not lying.
Is that lying?
It looked like he was deliberately keeping this information from you before because he didn't want to scare you guys off the dig site. But he is not lying. Nina just up and vanished. It seemed like as soon as she started translation efforts on the monolith's inscription, she packed up all of her shit, put all of her notes into her crates, and she just left in the dead of the night. It's almost as if she knew something bad was going to happen, something bad was connected to it, and perhaps it has something to do with the riot that almost happened as soon as those workers dug up that artifact.
Mm-hmm. Would I have known anything about Nia since I had been on the dig site for a while?
Yeah, you had been on the dig site for a while, and you knew Nina as... She was a little bit like Avery, actually. She was very quiet. She kept to herself, but she had this boss attitude about her. This was a woman who knew a lot about everything. She was an expert in 5 different fields. Losing her on the dig site was equivalent to losing 5 experts in 5 different fields. And that's why Nico hired you 5. Or what he thought were 5 experts. What he really got was a ragtag group.
Yeah.
2 doctors, a treasure hunter, his nephew, and a sorority girl.
Yeah, Nina, real egghead she was.
She was smart. She was
Little
smart.
bit of a kook.
She was smart, and she'll amount to more than you ever will.
Oh, you read that one in the dictionary, did you? Oh, round of applause.
He puts you in a headlock and he gives you a noogie. Himsu continues. This artifact that you found, it is the key to finding the den, the cave.
The key. So when you say key to finding the den of the cave,
The cave.
the cave.
As in
Cave.
The cave.
the treasure cave.
The cave.
The stuff of legends.
And
You have heard these legends, have you?
no. Seeing as I have been traveling around the world for quite a long time, the past few decades, no, I do not know what caves you mean.
Okay. Himsu gets a candle off of the counter and he brings it into the center where he was sitting originally on his cushion, and he lights up the hookah again. And as you guys are sitting around, he offers it over to Soren.
I'm gonna take it.
As you guys are sitting in the circle, the light from the candles and the lamps are dancing off of the gold and silver jewelry on the wall, and it's casting these strange dancing glows and shadows across the store, and it's very unreal. So he closes all the blinds and he shuts all the windows again, and you can see the lights dancing, and he says, "This relic is a relic of the god Acrinost, the god of feast and famine. It is said that Acrinost can taste a single grain of wheat, then decimate the region's wheat supply in a gluttonous frenzy, leaving famine in her wake. It is said that an evil brother once fed Acrinost the blood of his brother's lamb and a sheaf of wheat from his brother's farm. Then the good brother awoke to find his entire flock and entire wheat farm had been destroyed. The good brother was unable to raise sheep and ram for 100 generations, and the evil brother prospered for 100 generations without competition. He hid his vast wealth in a mountain cave, as well as the secret to how he fed Acrinost." And as he finishes this tale, you guys are looking over, and he produces a map from behind the counter. Everything's good. The map comes out, and it's a map of the region. You guys recognize. Down in the bottom corner, you can see the dig site in the desert landscape of Ad Kahila, and you can see the monolith for itself.
It kind of looks like a mouth there in the middle. You know, you see like, you got the two eyes, and see, it's even labeled them all. So like, what if this is that guy's face and you just drop whatever down the hole and he eats it? You know, like the pony you was riding. We ain't gonna have no more ponies.
Avery, you perk up as soon as you hear this, and you say, or you recognize that the name Majarada, the name of the chasm in between the two mountains, translates as the mouth of the locust.
I was gonna say that you're dumb, but you might be onto something good.
See, I pay attention in history class.
Has anybody
Don't you
looked at the
guys?
fucking horses since we left them? Mine's fucking gone, but yours are still, well, maybe not anymore.
I mean, it specifically said lamb, and he said rams and sheep. So I'm guessing that there might be a distinction, maybe between horse and pony.
What I'm picking up is it's the source. The source of where that came from would perish.
So Nessie's mother's dead too now.
Nessie's whole bloodline is dead.
The fuck?
So that's what the locals were on about whenever y'all got the artifact.
Would make sense. When you guys are looking at the map, you'll see the different names of the regions that show up. You saw the desert landscape of Ad Kahila. Avery, now that you're seeing this in writing, it comes to mind that this would translate as something close to once fertile.
Sacred plot. Wait, what translates to that?
Ad Kahila, the name of the desert landscape in which the monolith stands, it translates to something similar to once fertile.
Oh.
The name Burge. Dr. Hercules Solomon, you could probably take a guess at this one. It means tower.
Burge means what?
Tower. As in Burj Khalifa.
Yeah.
And the name Madba is a little bit more it's a little bit more difficult to translate, but it refers to a slaughterhouse or possibly an altar. It's a place of sacrifice.
So let's not go there, basically.
And of course, the city itself is labeled as Bain Jabira, which would translate roughly as between titans. knowing that the artifact itself had inscriptions on it, and they had holes, you would think that the two possibly have some kind of connection. Do you remember what the artifact actually said in its inscriptions?
I don't know if you said that it was more, but like what you actually had written on it said
No,
more.
it's the same thing as what was on here. They had labels for each of the holes.
So it's the mouth of the locust and her den.
Yeah, so
Give me the artifact. Is just a quick question. I've been writing notes. Is the thing on the artifact the locust lumber in her den?
on the monolith, it says Locust slumbers in her den.
Mm-hmm.
The maw hungers to feast again.
Cool.
On the artifact itself, over the large hole, on what is supposed to be the head, it says Mouth of the Locust.
Guys, I think I found where we're supposed to go.
What you got?
Let me see.
That's actually how Hercules Solomon laughs.
So Avery lays the artifact of the locust over the map and realizes that by placing the mouth of the locust over the Majarata and the buttocks of the locust over the whatever.
The monolith of Adkahilla.
Yeah, Adkahilla. Is that an eye?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
the eye shows us where we should go.
exactly, lining everything up, you guys see a hole labeled her den in her den.
Wait, let me do it. I don't want to miss this drawing.
Go ahead. Do you mark the location
Yes.
on the map? Okay. Avery takes a pencil and marks the location on the map. They have this aha moment as this clicks, and you guys are all absolutely positive that this, if anything, would be the best location to look for this treasure in the hidden mountain cave. You guys are going to be fucking rich if you guys can figure this out. Now, what is left is how do you get up there? How do you get up the slopes?
Does anybody around here sell any rope? Sell any climbing equipment? Got a chance?
Himsu actually perks up. You always know. Echoes from the past sells exactly what you need. And he spins a shelf around.
Let's be
sitting next
smart.
to
He
him.
has all the things.
He spins a shelf around, and it's got climbing equipment. It's got ropes. It's got harnesses. It's got the climbing spikes in it. It's everything that you would possibly need for a climbing expedition.
I wouldn't trust this. The shop's called Echoes from the Past. That rope's got to be at least 30 years old.
See, I'm completely ignoring Bruno right now, and I'm like slapping, what's his name?
Himsu?
I'm slapping Himsu's shoulder. I'm going, you know what, my friend? I normally only make time for gold and for lasses, but for you, I'll make all the time you need. I like you.
And I like an offer such as this one, my friend.
I keep missing his fucking name. What's his name?
Himsu.
Himsu. This is a little off topic here. Do you have any cigars?
You know I do. And Himsu stands up, and he's like a little short, fat man, so he waddles over behind the counter, and you can't even see him when he's standing behind the counter. he runs to the back, and he comes back with a box of the most exquisite Cuban cigars you've ever seen.
Oh, what a lad you have here. Alrighty. Yeah, it takes like how much for the whole batch?
For a man such as you, who's about to be filthy rich, I would say 150 gold.
Oh, well. You took my wallet, didn't you?
Hey, don't listen. I may be a little bit of a rascal. I'm not that much of a rascal. You left it on the shaving counter.
How about this? I'll give it to you in advance, and when you have your treasure, you come back to the echoes from the past.
Well, we're striking up deals. I will take 3, and I'll come back for the rest after we have the treasure.
Sounds good to me, my friend.
Can we work out something similar for the climbing equipment?
Absolutely.
Oh.
You know what I've always wanted? A black Shetland pony.
My friend, you know what? Never mind. I regret to inform you that I can't grant that wish to you.
He blows a bunch of hookah smoke in your face. I know about the fate that befell your Nessie.
Yeah,
You know who told me?
I'm assuming...
The past.
Oh, you fuck.
He hands you the climbing equipment, and he says, just live what you have, and come back when you have your treasure. Remember
do
him
that.
soon.
I'm kind of looking around. I'm kind of in the back of the group, and I'm looking around because this is probably the most interesting room since we've been to the city. Is there a way I can sneakily take something?
Okay, yeah.
Can I roll for something to take? I just want something.
What are you thinking about taking?
Well, can I look around?
Yeah. Right now, I would say that you're just in the jewelry section. They have gold and silver necklaces, bracelets, rings. There's a lot of rings.
Okay.
They also have. They don't really have as much earrings per se. It's mostly things that can be worn.
Okay.
Decorative.
Okay.
If you keep looking around, they have different types of glass pipes, things that can, smoke hookah in. And if you look around a little bit more, they have the Persian rugs.
That's too big.
Okay. Are you interested in any type of clothing? Because they do have a little bit of antique clothing in there. Bags, dresses. They have robes.
What's the most valuable thing in the room?
Oh my gosh.
God.
That would probably be the artifact itself. But other than the artifact, the most valuable thing is
These
a
good looks.
golden... Please get out. Behind the counter, sitting on top of the shelf, Himsu has to get a ladder in order to reach it. It's going to be a golden dragon. It's a statue of a golden dragon. It's about 4 feet long.
Okay.
2 feet high. The dragon is curled around itself. It doesn't look exactly like, a Chinese dragon, like a mystical dragon. It looks more like a barbaric, European style dragon.
Okay. So I need a ladder to reach this.
Yes.
There's no way. You know what? I'm being too greedy. Let me just look at the jewelry.
Okay.
I'm just gonna take a couple rings. Do I need
Alright.
to roll for that?
Yeah, go ahead and roll a dexterity for me. And you need to pass a extreme success in dexterity.
Okay.
I'm sorry, that's going to be a critical. Give me a critical success. And that's just 3 of a kind.
3 of a kind.
Yes, or 6 pairs.
Well, I don't think I have enough.
And dexterity, then don't do it. As you guys are standing around and you're marveling in the fact that you guys might be rich and you're getting ready for a climbing expedition. As you guys are standing around the shop and you're preparing for this climbing expedition, and everybody's probably a little bit jittery with excitement, you guys know the location of this treasure. Everything is halted by the sound of 3 knocks on a door. Pause for SFX. The sound comes from the other side of the bolted door. Boom, boom, boom. Everybody stops. Looks over. Does anybody have anything to say?
Are you expecting company?
Not in the slightest. Nico.
And just he takes a fucking
Starts loading.
I think I'm looking at the mag, making sure it's full, and I'm pulling the AK off of my back.
Salvatore is already, and he's already got his AK out, and he's up against the wall, parallel to the door.
I
And
think I'm gonna go to the other side of the door.
I'm behind a counter and I'm just sticking the revolver barrel on my forearm and then just pointing it at the door.
okay, you hear a voice from the other side. He's speaking in English.
Open up, Nico. I know you're in there. You and that bastard him, Sue. I know you have what you want. I know you have what I want. Open the door.
He's after the map.
Dr. Ivory, it would be smart of you to put that in your bag and you and the young ones get behind a cover, if you don't mind.
Bang, bang, bang. Knocking on the door again harder.
I have my little.
The blow dart. You got the blow dart. Okay. After a moment of tense silence, you can see dust streaming in through the open windows that's gleaming off of the sunlight, and then you hear as a grenade comes in through the window.
Thank you so much for listening to Studio Chimera. That was just one of our one-shots. If you're interested in what we have to offer, check out our main show, The Misfortunate Suspects, or one of our mini campaigns that we will have going. Or if you're just feeling like you want to hear us talk about the show, listen to our Wine and Dice. Thank you so much for listening. More episodes will come out between Friday and Sunday. Stay tuned, and don't forget, subscribe if you like our channel. Thank you so much.